Hey everybody, welcome back. Skateboard Stories, episode 39. The blue Jeep driving in front of Jamie Thomas there. This is a continuation from the last tape. Some footage in Orange County and San Diego, filming the Shorty's hardware team for the snow video, Shorty's snowboard video called Snow. Jamie going big. And the hardware team had a part in there, which is on my site and on my YouTube. If you want to go watch it, just search for Shorty's snow video hardware team part. Jamie busting the gap there. This footage is filmed by Manabu Kumakura. You can see me in the footage filming fisheye. And I've explained before, the fisheye footage is... Ouch. I don't know where that is. It's in the Shorty's archive somewhere. I don't have it. But this is all Manabu's angles. Some of this stuff made it into the video. Some of it didn't. There's quite a...
So should I just film like that?
There's quite a heavy crew in these two tapes, the last one and this one. So that gap that Jamie just did was a warm-up for this one, but he actually doesn't do this one. A lot of roll-ups, a little frustration, and then we moved on to the next spot. But
what am I doing?
I said it in the last tape, but this was the first time I ever met Jamie Thomas. It's the first time I met a lot of these guys in these last two tapes.
What the fuck?
You know, battling your demons. It happens sometimes. Trying to make yourself jump down something that your body and your brain is saying, don't jump down. It's a pretty big gap. I don't know if anybody ever did that one into the street. I'm sure somebody out there knows, but I don't remember seeing it. But then again, it's sometimes in videos, things go by so fast. Who knows? Maybe even Jamie went back and did it. I don't know. Jerry Fowler. Jamie was over it, so we drove down south and went to these rails. Or actually, maybe that last spot was in San Diego. I'm not really sure. I can't remember, but anyway. This spot is San Diego County. I don't know what they called this. I'd been here before with the church guys. You go back a few episodes, there's a session with all the church riders and Tyrone Olson that was pretty sick. But yeah, I remember rolling up to this spot. I think I had met Jerry before, maybe. I'd never met Ed Templeton. And I really actually didn't meet him here either. I just kind of pulled out the camera and started filming with Jamie, but like right off the bat, you know, after Jamie said hi to Ed and Jerry and those guys, he's like, hey Ed, you want to ride for Shorty's hardware? And Ed just goes, yeah, sure. So I was like, oh, okay, guess that means I film everybody. And the thing is you can kind of see there's actually another videographer there. But at the time I didn't know anything about, like, you know, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know who was who or what was what. And so I just started filming everybody. But I thought it was funny that Jamie Thomas put Ed Templeton on Shorty's hardware. And maybe Jerry too, but I feel like I already had met Jerry maybe, or he was already on Shorty's hardware. I don't know. Templeton at the sick old line. That was amazing. I always thought this was like the San Diego equivalent to San Marcos in Santa Barbara. Definitely a little different. The rails are steeper, a little shorter, and the runway and the ground was all like kind of slightly downhill. And of course the rails are staggered. The San Marcos rails were not staggered. They were directly in line with each other. Same kind of vibe though. Or similar kind of vibe, I should say. Random. I wonder who that is. Anybody know? Jerry. Dudes were ripping. That's Markovich. I honestly don't remember Kris being there. I watched this footage back. I'm like, Markovich was there? What the hell? And Markovich rode for Quickies, I think, the bearings. Shorty's Hardware had a gigantic team, but the other components only had maybe a rider or two. You know, like Black Magic only had a couple of guys. Quickies was Markovich, and I don't remember if there was anybody else. I want to say Ricky Iola. Maybe he was Black Magic. Where am I at? There's a Tiba Jefferson on the left. This is before, I don't think I met him at this session. I didn't end up really meeting him till years later, I don't think, or at least maybe a year later. And then he started going on Shorty's trips with us once the board team was going and stuff. But it's so funny to look at this footage and I see him standing on the side. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. He was there. So we moved on, and then Geoff Rowley.
Oh my God.
Boosting a kickflip here. He never rolls away clean from this one, but he does one where he's kind of like picking up change off the ground. But yeah, man. Rowley was on a mission around these times. I was trying to remember the Shorties. The flip team did an ad for Shorty's Hardware with Rosa, and it was like a in a sand dune, and Rosa was supposed to be like a mirage. Like she was in a blow up swimming pool, one of those little kiddie pools with like a blow up palm tree. That's a make. I'll count that one. But yeah, so it was like the flip team was climbing up this dune, and she was supposed to be a mirage. And I can't remember if they had already shot that at this point or not, but the whole flip team, the original 4 guys, or the original 4 that I remember, were all on Shorty's hardware. I think they all were on at this point. And yeah, I don't remember where that ad ran. It was Big Brother or Thrasher, I guess. It was one of the cleaner ads, so maybe it was in Thrasher. Frank Gerwer, Wee Man, Jason Acuna. These are all Shorty's hardware guys. Huntington Beach Skate Park. You can hear Manabu and Kosick talking in the background. So this was a meetup. We were all meeting up here, getting ready to go try and film at a couple of spots. And Gerwer was with Anthony Clairval. And I think Dershawn's here too. But yeah, that 50-50 going up the bar here by Jason Acuna was in, I think, the hardware video. If not, it was in one of the church videos. Kosick with some friendly words of encouragement.
What?
Young Frank Gerwer coming from the East Coast. I think Shorty's was one of Frank's first sponsors. I remember he sent us a sponsoring video, and that's not usually how people got on Shorty's hardware, but we put him on, kind of just an unknown at the time.
Oh! Yeah. You gotta go all the way though. I know.
I'll stop.
Do a little skate before I go pick up some boarding goods. I'm going to go to Mammoth next week. Something's going on. Really? Yeah. Oh, this is a shred.
I get all tired. That's why I just go, fuck it.
Gerwer shredding around.
I want to go shoot this bomb, really.
He probably asked for you and so they said no, we don't want any outside photography. Yeah. Might be able to get some photo for you or something.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, that guy is
Gerwer with the SIG. Love it.
You know what the funny part I like? Like when you're shooting the film paper box that they did it.
What are you filming me for? Some ladies from Manabu. I'm old. You're old too. What do you think about muscle cars, baby? Muscle cars.
It's all about muscle cars and Rowley. Too good. That was Gershon right there. Such a good nollie backside flip.
Nothing going on. Nothing that they care about.
So I don't remember exactly what happened right here. You can hear somebody in the background say jaywalking. I don't know if they were like skating over on the sidewalk over there, if they just jammed across the street. But it looks like Wee Man and Kosick are getting tickets.
Those kids are all Kosick's getting a ticket. Kosick's getting a jaywalking ticket.
So now we moved on to the spot. And Muska's here. Okay, that right there, we gotta stop for a second. So I want to explain a little something here because I've always been wanting to tell this story, but I never really knew how to explain it to where somebody would actually believe me because it just doesn't even sound real. But anyway, we went to the spot. We got Geoff Rowley, we got Ed Templeton, we got Muska. They're all skating the rail. Some of the other guys are there. Wee Man, I think Anthony Clairval, and I don't know, whoever else, Gershon maybe is there. And then Tom Penny was there. And this is the one clip that's on these tapes where he's actually in the footage. He was kind of just hanging out. He doesn't talk much. He was just real low key, not really skating all that much. Definitely not like trying to go for stuff. But if you look at the top of the rail to the right in the dirt right there is a round cement pad. It's like an anchor for one of those big lights that they put up. You can see one in the background over there. But the light had been broken off. So there was just a square chunk of metal where the light post goes into the cement, 4 inches by 4 inches, right in the middle of the cement that's stuck up like several inches. The cement pad itself's only, 2 feet across or whatever. Anyway, it's just this chunk of nothing. It's like no one's ever going to skate it. You can't ride on it. Like you're not going to ollie onto it and roll. There's a big piece of metal in the way in the middle of it. But we're sitting there trying to film and stuff, and all of a sudden here comes Tom Penny, and he tried what looked to me like he was trying to nose bonk the cement pad or the metal chunk or whatever, and then go to tail slide down the rail. And I feel like he tried it a couple of times. And I mean, you can see it here. He does try it, and Manabu just happened to catch the clip. But I mean, I think that just goes to show you his thought process or what he thinks of when he skates. Because like everybody else is like trying to do tricks down the rail, yeah, okay, whatever. And here's Tom Penny trying like, what, a nose bonk to tail slide? First of all, a nose bonk to tail slide is just a weird trick anyway. But to try it on something that's basically not skatable, I just couldn't tell if he was dorking around, if he really thought he could do it or what. But he tried it a couple of times from what I remember. You can see me in the background. I'm actually filming it, so I did probably get it on fisheye somewhere too. But I remember just being like, what is he doing, dude? Like, this is crazy. But anyway, yeah, you could see why if I tried to explain that story without the visual representation, people would have been like, what are you talking about? But I'm happy I could get that one out there because it was just such a crazy thing to see. Anyway, back to the session. Lots of peanut gallery in the background. I remember coming to this rail and just thinking that kink was so nasty. And it just goes to show you how good these guys were, because I don't feel like people really would skate that thing, even though it was kind of low and it looked dope, but the kink was just pretty big, especially for this time period. But it didn't affect these dudes. That was amazing. I think that one was in the snow video. A couple of my angles were in there too, the fisheye stuff. I think Ed Templeton doing a Smith grind maybe. Muska is having no luck. I've seen him tail slide shit so much gnarlier, like first try. That kink was just throwing him. So now we've moved over to a different rail. I was watching this footage going like, why is it taking him so long to jump on that all of a sudden? And then I realized this is a totally different rail, quite a bit bigger. Makes the kink kind of gnarly, but he ends up not even really trying it. I think he jumps on it once or twice here, but I like the silhouette footage of him rolling up with all the guys in the background. Still pretty rad. And we're coming to the end of the tape, and I think that is the end of our trip. Manabu and I shooting for the snow video, the Shorty's hardware part in the video called Snow, Shorty's snowboard video called Snow. And so the next tape, I'm pretty sure we'll go back to Santa Barbara footage, hanging out with the church team. But lots more to come as usual. There's still hundreds of tapes, man. It's gonna take me the rest of my life to do this. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I thoroughly did. I love watching these guys. All this footage was amazing. Brings back a lot of cool memories. I like the mini Gerwer footage. And Rowley just destroying shit. Anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. New episode coming soon. Peace.